wondering why Christine's not here for this haul video. It's because I kind of broke my New Year's resolution, and I didn't want to have her here to see how bad I broke it. There was no dry January, and I had kind of said I wouldn't buy so many bottles like I used to do. But unfortunately, something else happened. All right, so with Christine not here, we're gonna quickly go through this secret January haul video, and we won't talk about it anymore. I'll hide these back into the other drawers, boxes, things on the floor that she won't recognize. And we'll just keep it between you and me, okay? All right, let's get at it. I'm not sure why I'm whispering, because she's actually not home. So we're gonna start talking normal now. All right, guys. I kind of bought more than I wanted to, honestly. I'm kind of done, but unfortunately, you do these hunt videos, and then you run into things, and then you end up buying it. Some things were new shelfers, but a lot of things were pretty decent. But some were like purchases or more or less trades that were arranged from a while ago. So let's get at it. I'm gonna start pulling things out because there are no particular order right now. I need to start pulling these out. There's, I don't know, a lot of bottles. But one I was really happy about is this Sagamore Bourbon. It is the latest release. I believe it's like batch 4A. Yeah, so heard a lot of good things about this bottle. We're gonna crack this, compare it against some other bottled bonds. This is a rye, so maybe we'll do with a rye battle. Anyway, let me know, guys. Have you guys picked this up yet? Do you guys like Sagamore? Sagamore's pretty good. Another one we got recently. This was got on my birthday, if you guys saw that video. The Costco single barrel pick, Jack Daniels. You can see, took this on the last road trip and did some damage to it. Really good. This has a lot of banana notes in it. Oaky, strong, 133.8 proof. Can't go wrong with Jack Daniels. Single barrel proofs. Next one is this Washington Redskins or Commanders 1932 bourbon whiskey. This is from Arthur Wheeler Spirits Company. It's based out of Maryland. We need to find time to visit that distillery, but we bought this. We're Commanders fans, Redskins fans. They had a good season. We're looking forward to many more with our new rookie quarterback who got Rookie of the Year, and hopefully the rest of the cast, and they get more players to come in. We got this guy. It's a decent pour. Nothing to write home about, but definitely good. So you guys probably saw this one, Found North, Hoverhawk. We got lucky, got this in a lottery. So happy to have it. It really is sweet. You know, it's a mix of different whiskeys, Canadian, but man, this really comes out really good. This is our first Hoverhawk, or what they call this, their high altitude series, I believe. Really good. But we're gonna compare this against other 15 years we have. All right, this next guy we found in a hunt in Southern Maryland. Four Roses, limited edition, 2022. The store itself was really high secondary for the most part. A lot of pricey bottles. But this guy wasn't priced too badly, $259. I guess compared to maybe the original price in 2022. It's a bit high, but at this point, SRP for these guys is around $200 anyway. So to get this for, I think it was around $250, $259, it's not bad. It's 3-year-old bourbon, or at least the release is 3 years old. But yeah, it's 109 proof. We have the 21 and the 24. So happy to add this to our collection as well. Maybe you guys saw that short where Christine walked in and grabbed this E.H. Taylor barrel proof rye. She grabbed it, not me. I actually dropped her off in front of the Virginia ABC. And she walked in. This happened to be sitting on the top shelf, and because she sees these things every day. She recognized it. So go wifey. She basically beelined it past two guys who were still looking around, didn't realize this was sitting at the top shelf. And she grabbed it and they're like, hey, where did you get that from? She's like, I got the last one. But yeah, so got lucky. Finally got this at SRP. So can't complain. Who out there has tried this, picked them up, got lucky, paid secondary, whatever, man, you do you. But wondering if this is any good. We haven't cracked the straight rye either. So we definitely have to do that, maybe do a comparison, all right? So speaking of the H. Taylor straight rye, we found another one. This is not for us. We got this in South Carolina. Got it for a buddy. You know, this is pretty much not available for SRP in our area anymore. If you didn't get it at the Virginia ABCs, you're not gonna get it. And you know, most of the Maryland DC shops have this for over 200 bucks. So I got it at a decent price. I think it was like $139. And that was within his budget. And so we decided to pick it up for him. And yeah, helping friends out, right? So I've got a buddy in Florida, and pretty much we kind of hunt for each other. He finds things in Florida I can't find up here easily, or vice versa. And I guess when the E.H. Taylor barrel proofs were coming out, he saw a few on the shelf, and he asked me if I wanted one, right? Happy to have this. And again, you know, when you have friends helping you out as well, you kind of balances out. I mean, at the end of the day, this was a trade. I mean, I got him some stuff, so it's pretty much even up. So we got a Michter's, I guess this is a barrel strength bourbon. This is when you go to the distillery and you kind of do the little pour your own thing, pour your own bottle. But yeah, it's a barrel strength bourbon, comes in at 112.4 proof. We don't have a barrel strength bourbon in the collection, so it was kind of a fun experience. They had an opening available, so I kind of just picked it and did it. So it's kind of fun. We'll post that up, I think. Christine took some video, so we'll definitely have that for you guys to look at. Foggy Burl, Redwood Empire. Been looking for this. I've seen it in several places around our area. It's usually around 109, 110, 20, I don't know. It's usually in that price range. I knew I could get it for less. I kind of was patient for a few months, and coming across this in South Carolina, saw it for $89, I think, which is the best price I've seen for this. So I picked it up. So now we have this. This tastes like Mexican hot chocolate. You know, the malts in there is really cocoa flavored, and then there's a little bit of a cinnamon spice. So it tastes like a Mexican hot chocolate, if you guys haven't tried this yet. Let me know if you have. Do you like it? Are you still hunting for this? I know where this is in a lot of places. And I do know that Redwood Empire has been dropping their series all over again. I guess a 2025 release for these. So these are very available now. Pick them up while you can, all right? All right, so these next set of bottles, again, were part of this trade. My buddy picked up a bunch of bottles for me. I picked up a bunch of bottles for him. And so we really just kind of said, here's a box, and walked away, right? It broke out pretty even for us. So all of these were at SRP. Yeah, so these are all at SRP. I feel real lucky. First one, you guys probably heard of this. Bee's Knees Short Barrel. Heard it's really good. It's a double barrel toasted. So Christina likes a double barrel. She likes a sweet, so we'll see how this goes. How many of you guys have tried this? How many of you guys are familiar with short barrel? It's based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, they make some good stuff. We got a couple bottles on the last trip, including this one. So here's one of them. This next one, my buddy Pat got from one of his local liquor stores. This is a cask strength 13th Colony store pick. Yeah, that's the store pick right there. And I believe he said this is the first cask strength rye store pick in the state of Florida. So really happy to get this. We don't have a cask strength rye. We have the cask strength bourbon. We have the double oaks. We have the 50th anniversary. So this kind of rounds out their expressions, if you will, at least the modern expressions. We don't have the older stuff. But yeah, we're going to have to crack this, compare it to the other rye, maybe the full series. Let me know what you guys want to see, okay? But we got this. How many of you guys have tried this cask strength rye from 13th Colony? I like 13th Colony. We're big fans, so happy to grab this. This next one, as you can see, Michter's Toasted Rye. This is from 23. My buddy, again, part of the whole trade, basically got this for SRP, right? Trade value. He knows that Christine loves Michter's, right? He's very thoughtful, and Christine doesn't have this one. So now we do. We actually think it's the best out of the Toasted series. We've tried at the distillery the Toasted Rye, Toasted Bourbon, and the Toasted Sour Mash. And this one, for both her and I, is usually the best, right? It has a bit more rice spice. The bourbon tends to be slightly flatter without that rye kick in the end. So we do like this one. And thanks again, Pat, for thinking about Christine and adding this to our collection. So this next guy we have is Jack 12. This is the batch 2. Yeah. Don't have a Jack 12 in our collection. Tried it at a bar. It's so good. And I was just trying to be really patient looking for this. And so my buddy found it. Happy to have this. It's part of the collection. And we'll have to crack this so we can compare it to the Jack 10, the Coy Hill. You guys want a 12-year battle? Let me know what you do. I'll use it for whatever reviews. We'll start doing these blind as well, just to make things a bit more interesting. Because, heck, yeah, I like the blindfold Christine. Kidding. Okay, this last guy. All right, so my inner tater is fulfilled. Literally, this is the last bottle from Buffalo Trace's Mash Bill 2 sets. We got everything else. We've got Elmer T, we've got Hancock's, Blanton's. This is the one I was missing. I tried it at the bar, and so I kind of didn't have FOMO for it. I was just looking for a decent price or a good trade. And he found it at Total Wine and was able to pick me up a bottle for SRP. So can't complain to get this bottle added. And again, it's more or less putting it part of the collection. Is it amazing? I don't know. Is it good? Yes, of course it's good, especially at SRP, right? So happy to have it. Really did a great job finding this. And it was the end of December when you found it. I think we were holding each other's bottles for like literally a couple of months, right? And then until I found a time to meet up with him. So thanks again, Pat. Appreciate you as always. All right, so these next set of bottles are from our road trip. Probably saw those popping up. Those will keep coming up. And the problem with road trips is you run into a lot of liquor stores. And some of these are older bottles, I'd say. So, obviously you don't get older bottles for SRP. But I thought I got some decent pricing. So I'll mention it. You guys let me know what you think. But this one's not old. It's the short barrel cigar blend, cigar batch number 2. Heard a lot of good things about this. We have a handful of cigar blends, cigar batches. We don't have the Joseph Magnuson, but the Joseph Magnus. But figured I'd buy this. Found it in Georgia, and it's pretty hard to find. Sold out everywhere. So picked this up, I think for $129. I think SRP is like $110 if I saw it on the website correctly. So paid a little bit more for it, but it was the last one they had. So these next two are Savage & Cook store picks. Got this guy in South Carolina at Mike Finn's, and this one I got in Tennessee in order to get another bottle that you'll see shortly. Savage & Cook was recommended to me by Tom out there. Thanks, Tom, again, for recommending these bottles. We do have this single barrel whiskey. I believe this is aged in Zinfandel bottles. And this rye whiskey is finished, it's not finished, I guess. Yeah, it's a straight rye whiskey. So anyway, both good whiskeys. Happy added to the collection. We'll do a review on this comparing the two. How many of you guys have tried Savage & Cook? It's pretty decent. They're good bottles. And good value too. I think this was around 50 something, this is around 60 something. So happy to grab these and add them to the collection. All right. And this next guy was to complete the set. It's basically a 13th Colony standard Southern bourbon. held off buying this. You know, I've tasted it at the distillery. It's okay. It's not bad. I really enjoy the cask strength stuff, so I, you know, kind of not bought it for the 50 bucks you usually see it for, 50, 59. I saw it as low as 40-ish, around 45 maybe in Kentucky. So I told myself I'd buy it in Kentucky when I found it for kind of a better price. But while driving through Georgia, stopped by Southern Spirits of Tifton, and they had this guy for $35.99. That's a must buy. You know, it is good bourbon. At 35, it's a good price. So I picked this guy up. So we have the full set now. We'll do a comparison of all the 13th Colony expressions. Guys, stay tuned for that one, okay? So the next one we have is Ben Holiday. Rickhouse proof. Been searching for this. They don't sell this in our area yet. But yeah, I've seen Ben Holiday, the soft red wheat, the Rickhouse proof version of that, the regular, I think it's a bottle and bond. This guy, I've not seen here. I've only seen it in, I think, Denver when we were there, maybe California. But I didn't pick it up then, so I was glad to pick it up on this trip. How many of you guys have tried Ben Holiday? You guys like the Rickhouse proof? Have you tried this? I know they have some limited edition series like the Cave or Cellar or something. Let me know if you've had that. I think you can only get it at the distillery. So we'll have to do a road trip there, or maybe fly, it's kind of far. All right. Okay, this is where I was hunting for Stag 24 C and D. I missed it in our area. C dropped during Christmas, and I decided during Christmas I'd taken that week off, and I was just relaxing at home, eating cookies, whatever, relaxing. So didn't go hunting. And D dropped as well, but I think it dropped when we were out of town. But I found it elsewhere. So I did pick up C and D. You guys maybe saw that review. All right, this is C. This is D. Yeah, both really good. We'll probably do a blind. But I did pick up a couple more. I picked up a Stag Junior. As you can see, still has the Junior on it. This is batch 15. I read a lot of good things about batch 15, right? And we got batch 18 as well. And obviously you guys know this. You can tell by what the proof is. This is 131 proof, which is batch 18. And this is 131.1 proof, still has a Junior, so you know that's batch 15. I didn't pay SRP for this. I paid about $140 each. I remember the guy saying they're $200, and I think quickly he said he could do $150. And I did my typical negotiating. Hey, do you have a cash price? This and that. He called the owner, and the owner was like, fine. So happy to grab these two. You know, you can't go back in time. It's impossible. So sometimes you just have to pay a little bit more. So I did for these, just again, because of the good reviews that I've known about. Stag is one of my favorite bourbons. And yeah, pretty lucky to have these now on the collection. So getting pretty deep in our Stag collection. Let me know what you guys think. Have you guys that have been in the game way longer than me, right? I just started getting into the nicer stuff recently. And I've not tried the older expressions. I do have a 22B back there that we have cracked, and I like it. We have a batch 14 that I haven't cracked. Obviously, I've got, you know, 5 bottles open already of the more recent expressions. But let me know if these are good ones. If you guys have tried them, you still have your bottles, you're almost done with your bottles. I don't know. But yeah, found them, got them. Let me know what you think. This last one I got, you probably saw the video, I'm not sure if you have. South Florida. Picked up 150th anniversary, batch 3, 106.8 proof, Old Forester. $2.99. I think SRP was 150, so 2x. It's quite a bit of money, I know. But, you know, Christine loves Old Forester. And I always call a few people. Like, hey, I found this. And they've been in the game way longer than me. And they know, you know, market pricing, all this stuff. And they're like, hey, that's a good price. Because to tell the truth, every time I see one, I always ask, how much is it? New York, DC, you name it. It's always been 500 is the minimum. It's the lowest I've seen. So when I saw it for $299, I slept overnight to think about it, talked to a few guys, and they're like, that's a fair price. So I bought it. Showed it to Christine. She's happy about it. She loves Old Forester. So how many of you guys have tried this? This is what, from 2020, I guess? Yeah. It's 5 years old. Can you guys find this for 300? How much do you guys see this for in your areas? Or do you see it at all? Anyway, this was a nice pickup for Christine. And yeah, so we have a couple more. All right, so these next bottles I found in a liquor store where I grabbed like one of the newer stags. Basically, that store pick Savage and Cook. I was able to get the stag for, I think, 89 bucks, which is still a little over SRP, but, you know, way cheaper than what a lot of people were asking for. So I was happy to get that. While checking out at the register, they had these Jack Daniel's Distillery Series bottles sitting there. And they had 4 different ones. And I've only seen these online. I don't recall seeing these in the distillery when we were there for our one visit ever. And I just felt compelled to pick them up. Got them for SRP. I think SRP is like 40 bucks, right? Around that price. And which is still kind of pricey because they're all, what are these, like 375s? But I got 4, right? And I guess, I don't even know the difference. This is the sherry cask finish one. This is the pecan wood chips. This is the tequila, which I'm not sure I like. And this is the straight rye, twice barreled. Yeah, I mean, I've been into Jack Daniels lately. You guys saw that bottle of the single barrel I've been killing. I'm liking it again. I don't know about you guys, but you know, reading online, you see Jack Daniels is making a comeback. The Coy Hills, they dropped a bunch. Those are delicious. Can't wait for that Jack Daniels 14. But anyway, grab these. It was a little bit of a tater move. I know it was very much a tater move, but why not, right? I don't see these. I never see these. So it was more or less like when you're on travel and you get souvenirs, pay for that overpriced snow globe. It's kind of like that. Let me know, you guys have this? I'm pretty sure you guys in Tennessee or in the area of Jack Daniels probably see these all the time. I've read some of these are okay, some are good, some are not. It's usually the case when you get these distillery only series. Got this guy, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys have these. All right, we have the last bottle. We picked up a couple of these, but while we were at the Old Forester distillery, we did a tour, and it was pretty cool. It was part of the tasting series, this Old Forester 117 series. This is extra old, and basically they took 1910, the double oak stuff, and aged it a bit longer. I think in the second barrel for 7 to 9 months. So this basically is a double oaked from Woodford. I'm kidding. I mean, it kind of reminded me, I didn't do a side by side, maybe we should, but this had that kind of really deeper, sweet, oaky caramel flavor that you get from Woodford double oak. So definitely more depth than the standard 1910 when you tasted it. But yeah, we got these. This is good. Christine's, as you guys know, the 1910 was what got her into bourbon. She tried it while I was on a business trip, said she liked it, and so I've been buying her double oaked and whatever she liked ever since, so I can keep up this expensive habit of mine. What do you guys think? Have you tried this one? They've been dropping a ton of these at the distillery. So if you have a trip planned in the next month or so, you have a really good opportunity to pick this guy up. That's the haul for January. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Forgot the prize. Gosh, we almost ended this without showing what I got on my birthday. If you guys haven't seen that video, I searched all day. I took the day off for my birthday. So I basically hunted the whole day, put a video together, stopped by a bunch of places in Maryland, trying to find the best price for a 24 George T Stag. And I did, ended up getting this for, obviously not SRP, got it for $550. But yeah, I really wanted this. I heard so many good things, and just had to have it, right? Treat myself out for my birthday. It's my birthday bottle. We're gonna try this out, crack this. Should we do a blind, this against all the stags we got from 24? That'd be kind of cool, right? Best stag. But yeah, I should have stopped at this, but as you just saw, I'll do better. I'll do better in February, I promise. At least I have to make that promise to Christine. So, all right, guys. Thank you as always. Appreciate you guys watching, commenting, following along. Please, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. It's really helping the channel. We're trying to hit 2,000. Moving forward, right? It's really a nice milestone to have. And then after that, we'll get to more milestones. But hey, so you guys have a good night. Cheers.